over a busted sculpture on the next Curtis Court.
Catch CSI on its new night right after Survivor, CBS Thursday.
Morning, Lieutenant.
Hey.
You got a sec?
What's up?
Have you had a chance to see this morning's paper?
What's something I should know about in Skokie?
A couple of kids ransacked a tomb.
Fascinating and out of our jurisdiction.
Geographically, yes. But I thought you might be interested in the name on the tomb that was vandalized.
Gabriel Frank.
An empty crypt, plastic skull, and a bad sense of humor. Yeah, you're alive, all right. A real live one. Now all I gotta do is prove it.
Oh, good. There you are.
Hey.
Good morning, darling.
Here is requested.
And so prompt. Did you get my note last night?
Yes. Time is money, right? Something tells me this is about my trust fund?
Yes, I'm afraid it is.
Look, and like I promised, no jetting off to Monte Carlo or spending the whole time cruising the Aegean Sea. I will remain the same upstanding citizen as I was before.
Heaven help us, dear.
So, when can I get an advance?
Honey, we got a problem. You can't.
I thought you were going to ease up on the age restriction as soon as I gave you my word.
I trust you. I trust you.
It's my money.
We've got a problem. Because there is no money. There is money. But the trust fund has been frozen.
How?
Somebody used it as collateral, borrowed against it. And the loan is outstanding.
Somebody? What do you mean somebody?
Honey, this is the kicker. Hang on to your hat. There's no other way to say it except to say it. It's your dad.
It's a beautiful morning. How you doing, Emma?
Oh, I'm wonderful. That twinkle in your eye must be contagious. Come on in, come on in.
Thank you.
What are you doing here so early in the morning?
I got some good news for your son.
Oh, yeah?
But those muffins. This must be what heaven smells like.
Well, it's just cranberry orange, huh? Nice, isn't it? Can I interest you in one? One or two?
I really shouldn't. I got to get this news to Holden.
Oh, there's probably no rush for that.
Okay.
Have one or two here. So, how's Rose doing?
She's good. Especially now that the dance school is up and kicking.
Squeezed it myself. Yes?
Now, why doesn't that surprise me?
Here you go. There. So, shall we be expecting Rose?
You mean after I dragged her out of here, screaming and kicking? We talked. At least we started off talking. It ended up a little louder.
Ooh, that bad, huh?
Yeah. Tough lovers like that. I mean, you throw yourself at a married man. Forget the fact that the married man is your sister's husband. Forget that. But you throw yourself at a married man, and you gotta expect it to end in tears. Yeah. She's gonna end up with her heart broken. Let it be me who does it. It'll hurt a hell of a lot less in the long run, and I can take it. You know what I mean?
Joe, you are a very good father. Did you get through to her?
Take it from me. You won't be seeing Rosemary D'Angelo around this farm anytime soon.
Come on, Pop! You didn't think you could get rid of me that easily, did you?
Hey. Hey, Jack. How's it going?
I've been better.
How's Julia?
Same.
Well, if there's anything I can do, not just for Julia, but for you, you let me know, okay?
Work keeps me busy. Keeps my mind off things.
Really? Well, I should try it sometime. Nothing's going to the cop shop.
Funny you should ask. I relayed your info about this hot little stallion of yours.
And?
We opened an investigation.
Case of the ripped-off racehorse?
Yeah, has anyone been around asking about him?
Anyone like who?
Like, anyone.
Like who?
I don't know. Like, Craig Montgomery.
Yes, I am aware of the deadline, but I've made all my payments, haven't I? All I need is to settle some accounts at this side of the world. Yes, you will have your money for one when we find our friend Mei Lin Chang, who is supposed to be tracing my missing assets. But so far, she has ducked any attempt to locate. Yes. I know I'm responsible for the debt. I will make the payments. You will have your money one way or another. In fact, you should congratulate me. Getting married. Yeah. And my new wife is in a position to be of some assistance. Yes. Yes, in many ways. We will talk.
Oh, how the mighty have fallen. Yeah, I think we can substitute a day-glow jumpsuit for this nice Armani tie. Trade in the briefcase for some silver shackles, and I'd say we're looking at our next cover. Like Craig. You know what, Henry? You need a lesson in manners. Knock, will ya?
You need to learn how to obey. That way we wouldn't run into these problems.
Obey?
And sit and roll over and play dead if you're instructed to. You're over budget in every single department, Em.
Not my budget.
Not your paper.
It is now.
All right. I will humor you. Since when, Emily?
Since I found out your indiscretion with a certain stallion goes all the way to the top.
What are you going on about?
Would you like to try to convince me you're not playing games behind Craig's back?
Whatever you think you know, you got it all wrong, okay?
Okay. Whatever you say. I'll just run it by Craig, see what he thinks.
You know, Craig doesn't like games any more than I do, so why waste his time?
Listen, don't push me, okay? Because from now on, from this very moment, I don't take orders from you, or from Craig, or from anyone.
Sure, great. Why don't you run that by Craig at the next editorial meeting?
Oh, believe me, I will. We've got plenty to discuss, and I'll let him know everything I know at my earliest convenience. You know what? Better yet, I'll let him read all about it on my next cover page.
You wouldn't dare do that.
You don't know me very well, do you? You know, Henry, you really ought to get to know the people you work with better. It's done wonders for me, really. I've learned all about Craig, and now I know all about you.
Like what?
Oh, I don't know. Everything the police know. Which is a hell of a lot more than Craig knows. I think this is what's referred to as the catbird seed.
Okay, listen. All right, listen to me. Whatever story that you have concocted, we can talk about this.
No, it's not possible. See, I'm finished talking. It's time for negotiation. I wonder what Craig would do if he found out his faithful companion was keeping him in the dark.
Craig has some very, very powerful connections, Emily. He can make this backfire on you. Have you ever thought about that?
Emily Stewart. Speak of the devil.
Interesting way to answer the phone.
It's been an interesting couple of days, Craig.
Too true, too true. Listen, Emily, I'm cutting the photo budget by 1/3.
You're what?
Yes, and we need to cut back the dollar amounts we're giving our sources.
No, that's our bread and butter, Craig.
Well, we gotta lose some butter, make better use of our assets.
Don't you mean covering your assets?
I beg your pardon?
You know, this just sounds like running scared to me. And that's just not good business, Craig.
Emily, when you have your own business, you can do what you like.
Listen, I'd love to stand here and chat with you, but I've got some important business to attend to. But why I do have you on the phone, this arrogant, pompous lackey of yours, I want him gone.
Maybe, but Emily, you are in no position to give orders.
Oh, but I am in the position to save your sorry butt, so I'd have to disagree with you there.
Emily, if any part of me was in need of saving, you are not the first person I would call.
If you knew what I know.
Emily, do not do this.
And what do you know, Emily?
You give me what I want, and I'll give you what you need. All you gotta do is hand over your share of the intruder.
There's a deal.
And I'll tell you where you can find your missing money. Bye-bye, Henry.
Want another way to look at Colgate Total? New Colgate Total Plus Whitening. The same 12-hour protection as Colgate Total, only whiter.
Glade Plug-in's Extra Outlet has the extra outlet built right in. So you can make any room in your home Glade fresh without blocking your outlets. Plug-in's Extra Outlet, fresh from Glade.
Plug it in, plug it in.
Are you the concierge?
No, I'm the concierge.
Urge?
She's got the urge. She's got the urge to herbal. Natural botanical. She's got the urge. She's got the urge to herbal.
Actually, I feel an urge coming on.
Wear contacts? Visine for contacts does more than re-wet your lenses. It really, really refreshes your eyes. Visine for contacts gets the dry out when contacts are in.
Look close. You can lose those lines with new Line Eraser Eye from L'Oreal with pure retinol. Serious, effective anti-wrinkle action. So lose the look of lines in just 4 weeks with new Line Eraser Eye from L'Oreal Paris.
Hello. You feeling any better?
No. That's because you haven't taken the medicine yet. Come on, it tastes good.
Yuck. Triaminic soft chews dissolve magically in an instant. Faster than children's Tylenol chewables.
Hey, these are good.
In 4 yummy symptom-specific formulas. Triaminic soft chews. Just the right relief. No struggles.
Better?
Yep.
And now there's vapor without the rub. Soothing. No mess. Triaminic Vapor Patch.
Skiing sure made me hungry. What's for lunch?
Clam chowder.
Condensed soup? We're adults now. There's a better tasting soup. Progresso clam chowder. It's got more chunks of clams and hearty potatoes. And it's creamier. See the difference?
You're right. This is better.
I told you. So, you ready to hit the slopes?
Ready to go.
Maybe now you're ready to get off the bunny hill?
It's time to go to the better taste of Progresso.
A Marine accused of attempted murder has an unearthly alibi.
How did you find her?
I saw a vision. Gerald McRaney guests all new Jag, CBS tonight.
While you're watching As the World Turns, we're watching The World, CBS News.
This all makes sense now.
What?
That's what he did.
What makes sense? What are you talking about?
Back in Montega. All of a sudden, he just stepped in, and it was a huge windfall, and Mom asks him a question about it, and he spins a story about profit from some business venture in Asia.
Of course, he's just making it the old-fashioned way, huh?
Yeah, from his own flesh and blood. What kind of father does that? And uses the money to divorce my mom and set up a new life in a different country. You know, the word user in the dictionary must have his picture right next to it.
Honey, look, darling, I'm sure you're right about that. Now, I'm a businesswoman, so I want to know how he did it, because let me tell you something. Any transaction with that trust fund requires, any transaction, 2 signatures, his and mine.
You saying you didn't sign anything?
No, darling, I would remember.
Well, that's forgery.
Yes.
So I get accused and wind up in jail, and he's stealing millions behind my back, and he's walking around a free man?
Well, not for long, I hope. Darling, I've already spoken informally with the Oakdale police.
Good. When's he gonna get thrown in jail? Where's my money?
I don't think that we should get too concerned about the money right now. You know what I'm concerned about? I'm concerned about you. You're the one that matters. And I just want to feel that you can you show a modicum of self-control so I can just talk to you about what I think we should do?
I'm fine. I'll be fine once my record is all clear again.
Honey, I might have something that'll give you some satisfaction on that subject. I talked to Lieutenant Munson. I think I've arranged a deal with him.
Munson doesn't make deals, Lucinda.
Oh, yes, he does when there's a payoff big enough.
What is the payoff?
I'm going to swap him. One heartless, arrogant criminal whose hands are very dirty for the freedom of one innocent, Rather charming, effectless young man.
Well, I can live with that, so what's the holdup?
I'll tell you what the holdup is. It would take months of proper investigation. So let's cut through it. We gotta find some proof.
What kind of proof?
All we need is just one document with his signature and he having forged my signature.
The bank, call the bank.
Good thinking, we've done that. Tom's working on it already. They've erased accounts, they've renamed accounts. It's a mess.
Go on.
And I'm also working on this from a personal angle because I think we got somebody in Craig's camp who can be an ally. I think I've worked out a deal. I mean, the deal is almost worked out.
I got a better idea. Let's go over there right now and rip the place apart and see if we can find what we need.
Oh, thank you, Emma. So nice to know somebody cares.
I care.
Oh, yeah? Is that why you ran out of there so fast? When you knew that I was in the shower?
As a matter of fact, yeah.
You got a funny way of showing you care, Papa.
Well, everyone, I think I'm going to go upstairs. The coffee's brewing. You know where the cups are? Don't be shy. Help yourself. If you need me, just call.
Thanks, Em. When she said don't be shy, I don't think she was talking about you, sweetheart.
Oh, you wouldn't recognize me if I was shy, Pop. I don't think you'd like me very much either.
Try me.
You know, I don't like what's going on with us.
What are you talking about now?
You don't trust me. You didn't tell me that you were going to come over here and give Holden those papers.
These are very important papers I got here, Rose. Too important to mix up in your fantasy or romance. So whatever it is you want to call it.
You call it. You know what? You call it. Whatever you want to call it, that's fine with me.
I call it a mistake. We brought you up better than to chase after a married man.
I don't want to hear a lecture, all right?
You're here now, right? It seems pretty clear. Nothing I said the other day got through that pretty little thick skull of yours, so I'll try once more.
No, don't! Ugh, I got it. All right, I understand. I got it tattooed on my head. You disapprove. You don't like what I'm doing. I'm the terrible sister doing this to this family. You want me to be alone for the rest of my life. I understand.
You think that's what I want for you? To be alone and miserable the rest of your life? Sweetheart, that's what I'm trying to save you from.
You trying to save me now? What are you, bring in the priest? Talk to the sinner. Please.
Rose, Holden Snyder is in love with his wife. Now, I don't know what he's trying to hide it from him or from her, but you gotta get out of this. Their marriage has nothing to do with you.
There's no marriage. No marriage.
They spent a lot of years together. They made babies. They made memories. Those things don't change. Your mother ain't alive anymore, but she's still here. She's a part of me, and I'll never stop loving her.
That's different.
Yeah, you're right. It's different. Because if I fall in love with somebody else today, Anna Marie ain't gonna come waltzing into the room begging me to come back home.
No, Lily's very busy with Simon and Katie.
Holden and Lily made a family, a home together. Why can't you understand what that means? No matter where he goes or what he does or who he sees. A good, decent guy does not forget that home is where he belongs. And when Holden remembers, he's gonna break your heart.
Papa, I'm not gonna get my heart broken. And if I do, you're gonna be there. You're gonna be there, and you're gonna say, "I told you so." And then you're gonna pick up the pieces like you always do for me.
I can't let you do this, Rose.
Who are you gonna get to stop me? I'm a big girl. Holden is the second greatest guy that I know. And he makes me happy. Mm-hmm.
You're making a big mistake, Rose.
How could it be a mistake to love somebody? If falling in love with Holden Snyder is the worst thing that I ever do in my life, then I'm doing all right. Please, please, I'm begging you, please. Don't stand in my way.
Craig Montgomery and a horse? Unlikely match, Jack. Closest he's ever been to a horse is probably a polo match or a parade.
So he hasn't asked you about Flashdance at all? Or talked to you about the horse business?
Yeah, right. You know the guy. If there's no profit motive, he's not talking about it.
Yeah, I know. It's just that I figured with him being Lily's former brother-in-law and everything.
Yeah, well, you figured wrong. He's not into the whole family thing, especially since he's been back. Why all the questions?
Just curious.
Yeah, right.
What?
Nothing, just trying to figure you out, that's all. I come to you and I tell you that I have a stolen horse. You don't want anything to do with it. Now you're all over it. You want to tell me what's going on?
You know why I had to stay away at first.
The Carly connection. Because the horse was supposed to go to Winston Love, so?
So? It was only logical that her name would come up, Holden. And with Julia feeling really depressed right now, I didn't want her to know that I was involved with another case involving Carly.
Right. All the more reason for me to wonder why you're all over this now.
Hal. Hal's not gonna let this go. He thinks that Craig's gonna come looking for our four-legged friend here.
Why?
Financial reasons. Look, that's all I can tell you right now, but if Craig hasn't come looking for the horse...
Well, why would he come looking for the horse? He probably doesn't even know that the horse is here. He probably doesn't even know anything about it.
Even better. Let's keep it that way. The fewer people who know about this, the better.
The better for whom? This horse belongs to my daughter, Abigail. The land belongs to my mother. It's her life. It's her livelihood. If something's going on here, Jack, maybe she should know about it.
I'm not gonna let anything happen to her, okay?
Why don't you just tell me what's going on here?
All right, this is what Hal and I have been able to put together. Looks like Winston Lowe did a nasty number on Craig in some kind of business deal. Seems as though there's not any honor among thieves anymore. Craig gave the guy a chunk of change, and apparently Lowe bought a horse with it. Only Lowe didn't tell his partner about his investment.
So you're telling me that Craig's money is invested in Abigail's horse?
Last dance. That's why I'm here, Holden. We need your help. We need you to help us get Montgomery.
Girls are gonna be here in 10 minutes.
Cert's Powerful Mints. A little drop of Redson for a big hit of confidence. Hi. Be certain for Certs.
Sure, she gets credit for turning a frog into a prince, but great hair really starts right here. If you got flakes, the best haircut in the world ain't gonna help. But a great shampoo will, and that's Head & Shoulders. Dermatologists will tell you the same thing. Turns out they not only recommend it, they use it. More than any other dandruff shampoo. Looks like gray minds really do think alike, even if they don't always get the credit for it.
The #1 dermatologist recommended dandruff shampoo, Head & Shoulders.
There's always hope. Every day is another chance for improvement.
Olay All-Day Moisture Foundation improves skin's appearance over time. And it hydrates better than leading brands for an impeccable finish.
I'm not the picture of perfection, but a living, breathing work in progress.
Olay's All-Day Moisture also comes in a stick. Just twist anywhere, anytime for an instant hydration sensation.
I'm taking control. I'm taking control.
Ask your doctor if Meridia is right for you, or call 1-888-4-MERIDIA.
I'm taking control. Are you?
I kept telling myself my overactive bladder was no big deal, but I was going so often. And suddenly, right in the middle of the show,
Come on, Kevin. Grandpa needs a bathroom.
I really had to hurry. That did it. I asked my doctor about Detrol.
Prescription Detrol effectively treats overactive bladder, a medical condition. Detrol helps control bladder contractions that cause those sudden urges. If you have certain types of stomach, urinary, or glaucoma problems, do not take Detrol. The most common side effect is dry mouth. Some others may include dry eyes, headache, constipation, and indigestion. Overactive bladder is not normal at any age, so don't wait. Ask your doctor today about Detrol, the brand doctors prescribe most for overactive bladder.
Detrol made a difference for me.
What's up?
Hey, Adam. Hey. I'm sorry to pull you out of school.
No problem. Anything to get me out of a Spanish test, you know? Is Mom okay?
Oh, everybody's fine. Everybody's fine.
Well, something's up, or else you would have waited till later. It's a pretty big deal because you sent a squad car, but it's not a big disaster because I would have gone home.
Hey, you know, you'd make a pretty good detective.
But I make a lousy suspect, Dad. What am I doing here?
It's an official police matter.
What did I do?
That's what I'd like to know.
So you're just gonna keep me in the hot seat until I tell you something?
Well, I got a report here from the Skokie Police Department. It seems that there was a disturbance at the Skokie Memorial Cemetery on January 26th. A number of parties broke into a mausoleum, desecrated a crypt, and then fled despite repeated demands to halt. One white male, 5 foot 10 inches, blonde hair, accompanied by one white female, 5 foot 6 inches. Sound familiar?
Dad, those kids could have been anybody.
Yeah,
in
that's
this
what I
area.
told myself. I also told myself that a police lieutenant's son knows better than to pull a prank like this. That's what it was, Adam. It was just a prank, right? Whose idea was it?
No.
Anything you want to tell me about it?
Not particularly.
Well, since these detective genes have obviously rubbed off on you, you do know that all I have to do is fax your picture to Skokie. I can get confirmation that way, or I can get the truth out of you right now.
Crossed my mind, yes.
Who are you trying to protect? Jennifer? Is it Bryant?
You know, this is actually funny because I just learned about this in English. It's called a conundrum. See, I could do the right thing and rat somebody out, or I could name some names and shame myself, or I could just lie and get myself off the hook.
Conundrum.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what. You just think about it, okay?
Okay, I will.
But you think about it here, because they're not going anywhere till I get some answers.
Hold on a second here, Jack. If Craig owns the horse, why don't you just go ask him?
No, but it doesn't belong to Craig. Not if it was stolen to begin with. Look, when people are dealing with stolen goods, they tend to play it fast and loose with the truth. That's why Hal wants to keep it close to the vest until we know what's really going on.
I can't believe that Flashdance is at the center of some conspiracy here. He's a great horse and all, but is he really worth all the trouble?
Absolutely. So until we can confirm who this horse is and what connection it has to Craig.
My lips are sealed.
Good.
Not too tight, I hope. Morning.
Hey, Rose.
Hey,
Hey.
what are you doing here?
I said I was gonna make it my mission. Put a smile on your face, right? Huh. It's not that way. You know, you should have that checked. I got news. I got news about Flashdance.
What is it?
I had this great idea. You take a blood sample from Flashdance and have it tested. DNA screening, find out where the horse came from. If it's a thoroughbred.
That's a good idea.
Yeah. My pop, he did most of it. You won't believe it. You're not gonna believe this. The news. Flashdance is practically royalty. Practically royalty. Egyptian, Arabian. Descending from two race champions.
You gotta be kidding.
No, it's right there. In the DNA. Bloodlines. After bloodlines. This horse can be any class if it was dipped in platinum.
Look at the lineage.
I know. I know. Your horse is a gold mine. In stud fees alone. See? I told you I'd make you smile.
Craig! Glorious, glorious day, isn't it? Wow. That took you almost no time at all.
You mentioned something about my missing money.
That got your attention? I'm stunned.
I'm interested.
You're interested. Well, I'll tell you everything I know, everything the police know about you, after we make a deal.
And what did you have in mind?
I thought I was pretty clear about that over the phone. You simply sign over the intruder, no strings attached.
I think you've overestimated the value of whatever it is you think you've dug up.
No, Craig, you've underestimated me.
I can be the judge of that. If you've got something interesting, I'm sure that we can reach an agreement.
How about this? Craig, you give me what I want, or you'll be writhing in agony. The agony of defeat. Okay? So you just mull it over. When you've come to your senses, you give me a jingle.
Emily, you've told me nothing. We're not through here, are we?
Oh, Craig, I am so through with you. Your history.
Where are you going?
To lunch. Nothing like a coup to give a girl a good appetite. Oh, you know what? I just can't help myself. Let me give you a little hint. The fortune you seek is right here in Oakdale. It's been in your own backyard this whole time.
Got your Pop-Tarts?
Yeah, got it. Got my toaster strudel? Of course. When are you gonna get your own toaster strudel?
Pillsbury toaster strudel, like Pop-Tarts, only better. Warm, flaky pastry, juicy fruit filling, and do-it-yourself icing.
So, what do you do with all those Pop-Tarts?
Something better just popped up in your grocer's freezer.
Pillsbury toaster strudel. It's Arm & Hammer Super Cat with 2 super baking soda litters. Super Scoop with super clumping power for fast odor elimination. Super Clay has more absorbing power than the leading clay litter. Arm & Hammer Super Litters. Absorb odors, don't just cover them up.
We've asked the experts to explain the technology behind SmartFit from Payless Shoe Source.
A child's foot isn't flat, it's curvy. That's why you need an arch support. The cushioning, it feels really, really good. See, it's really soft. It just has the little room so you can wiggle your toes. And I'm wiggling my toes right now.
Introducing SmartFit, a shoe designed to give your child's growing feet the support they need every day. And for a lot less than you'd expect. SmartFit, only at Payless, where smart moms go for kids' shoes.
When Annie came home from school with head lice, we were horrified. Then I found new Rid Mousse.
Only Rid Mousse has a no-drip foam that kills lice completely and leaves no chemical residue.
Lice are gone. Everyone's happy.
New Rid Mousse. Nothing is more effective.
We can call and say you're sick.
For 7 million kids who wet the bed, a sleepover can be a nightmare. Often just because their bladders haven't grown as quickly as the rest of their bodies. They don't know there's something that can help, that protects yet looks and feels like real underwear. Good nights mean good mornings.
Soup? Campbell's tomato. Celery. You always knew Campbell's was good. You just didn't know how good. Soup? Campbell's chicken noodle. Celery. Because over 30 luscious Campbell's soups have under 100 calories and 3 grams of fat or less per serving. So you can fill up on fewer calories and savor something different each day of the month. Celery, New England clam chowder. Campbell's. Good.
There's always drama in Judge Gray's court, but tonight,
Mr. Bosco!
the unthinkable happens.
Can you please wake up the defense counsel?
One lawyer is disbarred permanently.
This is a mistrial, right?
Plus, Amy is in a promising relationship, but when her best friend's husband makes a pass...
He wasn't drunk. Why are you trying to let him off the hook?
Because of Lolly.
Will she tell her?
There's no way around it.
And risk ruining a friendship forever?
This isn't the first time someone's told you this about Nick.
All new Judging Amy, CBS tonight.
That's all right. Did you interrupt me? Sorry.
Don't interrupt the judge.
That's all right.
Do you understand what happens in court?
Judge Judy.
Today at 4 on CBS 2.
Medicare's changing. Finding the right plan can be a real runaround. You're always concerned something could get past you. Fortunately, help is within reach.
Blue Cross of California. Call toll-free 888-4-SENIORS to receive this free information kit, Medicare Changes and Choices. It explains the changes in Medicare and provides practical solutions from Blue Cross of California's family of companies, offering a wide choice of plans, including our Medicare Plus Choice HMO, Medicare supplements, and now new Blue Cross long-term care plans.
Now you can stay ahead of the game with Blue Cross of California. The power of blue.
Call your Blue Cross agent or 888-4-SENIORS. That's 888-473-6467.
Harold Green, now weeknights at 5 and 11 on CBS 2 News.
CBS Friday. Catch an all-new Diagnosis Murder on its new night.
Darling, I've always encouraged you to pursue your goals and have passion But this is your father we're talking about here.
He stole my money. Money that you and Mom put aside for me, protected for me.
I sure would like to know how he did it.
I'm not letting him get away with this, not this time.
Do we want justice or do we want vengeance?
Justice? Ask my mother about that. We all know what he did to all those women he was seeing on the side. What he's doing to Jennifer's mom right now, and he's trying to do the same thing to me. No, I'm not letting him do it.
Barbara? He's with Barbara?
Don't give me that look. There's only one way to fix this, and you wouldn't do anything differently, Lucinda.
Shh, no, darling.
I told the butler I'd announce myself.
Oh, that's okay. What can we do for you?
Something says that, he's here to see me.
Lieutenant Munson wants you. Right now.
Wait a minute. He's out on bail. He's not going anywhere until we hear the new charges.
There are no charges. Not yet.
Well, then, may I ask what you're doing here?
Your grandson's wanted for questioning and suspicion of trespassing and vandalism over at the Skokie Memorial Cemetery.
Looks like the genealogy of pharaohs. Rose is right. Look at these bloodlines.
But what does all this mean in layman's terms?
It means your flash dance here is the real deal. It's like having a Lamborghini masquerading as a Camaro.
Okay, listen, if word gets out how much this baby's worth, there's no telling who might be after it.
Or how far they'll go to get him. What are you thinking?
I'm thinking we found our bait.
Look, is it safe for the horse to stay here? Maybe I should pull guard duty or something.
I'll talk to Health. I'll set up a plainclothes surveillance. I promise nothing will happen to you guys.
That could take a couple of days to set all that up.
Yeah, it's gonna take some time.
What are you getting at, Rose?
Well, maybe Pop and I. We'll stay here. We'll have a little guard duty. Hey, hey, another set of eyes and ears won't hurt.
No.
Right? What do you mean, no?
No,
Come on.
it's a dangerous situation. There's no way you should be even near this place.
Yeah,
you got
right,
me?
Rose. There's no reason for you to get involved.
I was in it from the beginning. There's no way I'm backing out now.
Hun, I'm ordering in.
No, I'm not really in the mood.
All right, then. We'll go out.
I've got a better idea. I'm turning on the oven.
Introducing Stouffer's new oven sensations. Complete meals including meat. Just pour into a pan and bake. All the great taste of an oven-roasted meal without all the fuss. Go ahead, turn your oven on.
So good.
Stouffer's new oven sensations. Nothing comes closer to home.
It's been a while. You know, when the toilet bowl overflows over the floor, it's not a nice thing. You could have a lot of trouble with your septic if you don't maintain it. It could also back up on the lawn. It's cheaper to maintain your septic system.
The bacteria and enzymes in Rid-X help prevent septic backups. Use Rid-X once a month.
There's new hope for people with rheumatoid arthritis, a prescription drug that relieves pain and inhibits the progression of joint damage. It's called Remicade. Your doctor may prescribe Remicade if you're on methotrexate already and not responding well. You take 1 dose of Remicade every 8 weeks after the first 3 doses. Of course, Remicade is not for everyone. Serious infections requiring hospitalization have been reported. If you are prone to or have a history of infections, currently have one, or develop one while taking Remicade, tell your doctor right away. There's a risk of serious infusion reactions with hives, difficulty breathing, and low blood pressure. Ask your rheumatologist about Remicade, an inhibiting progression of joint damage.
Cleaning your teeth, protecting against plaque and tartar buildup, and prevention of gingivitis is crucial. You got that, Ellie Mae? Regular use of Dentabone has been clinically shown to reduce gingivitis. Just look at the difference it made in these 2 dogs. I recommend Dentabone from Pedigree.
Sunday, my folks come by, special time, so that's why I'm baking up these crescents. They're the heart of the meal. My heart to yours.
Don't
Don't let Old Man Winter slow you down. Take Hall's Defense with vitamin C. It's a full day supply of vitamin C. Hall's Defense, a powerful defense against winter. Get Hall's Defense and get going.
Tonight on 60 Minutes 2, at 14, she went to jail with convicted killers. Is that how you teach a kid a lesson? Not when you hear what happened to her. Tonight at 9, 8 Central.
CBS Wednesday on the #1 movie network. If you were told your child had no future, would you accept it? Give her up to an institution. This is the story of one woman who didn't.
She's gonna walk, I promise. You can't change that baby.
Farrah Fawcett and Emmy winner Cicely Tyson.
Welcome, Brenda Kay. Hey.
Jewel premieres CBS Wednesday.
Can I give you a lift home?
Me? No. I'm cool.
Okay, I'm gonna follow up on the suspect we talked about earlier.
Suspect? Hey, wait a minute. No. Don't let me out of the loop.
You got no business being anywhere near the loop.
Jack, are you finished out here?
Yeah, what do you need?
I need some help back at the house with something. Give
For
me a
you,
hand.
Emma, the world. I'll see you guys later.
Bye.
See you.
Not every day you find out you got a fortune stashed way right under your nose, huh?
Yeah, it's been tough to catch my breath here.
I know how you feel. It's like finding out a hunk of glass is a multi-million-dollar inheritance.
So, Holden, what happens now?
We got a great idea. We're gonna work in shifts. Yeah. Gonna keep guard on the horse. Holden and I get tonight. You get tomorrow.
That's not a good idea.
Why? I'm used to working long hours, and Holden doesn't mind, do you, Holden?
He's too polite to say no. This is dangerous business, Rose, and I don't want to see you getting hurt.
I'm not gonna get hurt.
We'll talk about that on the way back to town.
Oh!
You're coming with me.
That should be a question, not a demand. I'm fine.
How's Julia?
She's pretty much the same. I'll send her your love.
You know, Jack, I hope I'm not sticking my nose in where it doesn't belong, but I have been thinking about Julia. I can't get her off her mind since she stopped by here yesterday.
What, she came here?
She didn't mention it?
She didn't say a word about it.
Well, does it strike you that she's not saying a word about a lot of things lately?
Well, that's why we decided that she should see a doctor.
Did the two of you, discuss what the doctor said?
Not yet. She was asleep when I got home. And so I just figured she would tell me everything when the time was right. But she came here? She talked to you?
Well, she didn't want to upset you. Ever since she's lost the baby, she's so worried about something that she might do or say to lose you. Now, I told her that could never happen.
What else did she say?
Well, it wasn't so much what she said. It was how she said it.
How do you mean?
Well, I went to the barn, and she was there. She was kind of lost. And I asked her how she was, and she said she felt brave enough to start having a family again. And then she burst out crying.
Yeah, well, she's been crying a lot. I mean, that's to be expected, isn't it?
You know, I think this is a lot more serious than just crying. Postpartum depression, all that. You know, I think it is. Do you realize that?
Emma, if there's something I need to know, you gotta tell me.
Julia has been dressing her dolls in the clothes that she has for the baby. Now, I think that's a lot more serious than postpartum depression. I mean, I think she's falling apart. I am really, really worried about her, Jack.
Yeah, so am I.
I think you should be.
Craig. Craig. Hey, boss, what's the problem? Why couldn't we talk about this at the intruder?
I didn't want to demoralize the other employees. Why should I subject them to watching me tear you a new esophagus?
Whoa, wait, well, what did I do?
On the other hand, a little ritual sacrifice might be encouraging, watching you get what you deserve.
For what?
For not doing your job, Henry.
I have done everything that you have asked of me.
Then explain Emily Stewart.
There's not a man around who... Well, there's not a man alive who can do that.
You know nothing about her trying to blackmail out of this paper?
You have got to be kidding me.
She said she'd tell me everything if I got rid of you.
What did she say?
She said she would tell me where I had my missing money if I turned the paper over to her. You know nothing about that?
Why would I know anything about that? Why would I even care? I mean, no offense, but as long as I have the job.
Don't bite the hand that writes your paycheck, Henry.
Listen, Emily is our real threat here. Is there anything else she said that troubled you?
She said I had money hidden somewhere here in Oakdale.
Did she say where? Of course she didn't. Here you are, you're cutting her budgets, you're threatening her authority, her boy toy's job is on the line. We are dealing with a very spiteful, very vindictive woman. Someone who will say and do anything to hold on to that paper. You know, you remember when you brought me on board, the fight that she put up. The slightest threat to her territory, she strikes out like a queen cobra.
Yes, but what I can't understand is why she would even pretend to know the first thing about my private financial affairs.
I don't know. How should I don't know anything.
Because that's why I pay you, Henry, to know something. Tell me how you're earning your keep, all right? Tell me what you know.
Listen, if I have somehow done anything accidentally and inadvertently, purely by chance, to disappoint you, tell me how and it will never happen again. What do you want me to do about Emily?
You find out what Emily knows. Because I believe I'd have to say your life depends on it.
My head throbbed. Every noise hurt, every light. I was so nauseous. My medicine just dulled the pain.
Today, Imitrex can target your total migraine, the pain and those other symptoms. Some pain medicines are made for general kinds of pain. Imitrex is targeted migraine medicine. It was the first medicine of its kind believed to target the nerves and blood vessels that can trigger your total migraine without drowsiness. And it's recognized as an effective treatment by the National Headache Foundation.
Imitrex is not right for everyone or every migraine. If you have certain types of heart or blood vessel disease or uncontrolled blood pressure, you shouldn't take Imitrex. Very rarely, certain people, even some without heart disease, have had serious heart-related problems. So talk to your doctor, especially if you have risk factors for heart disease such as smoking, high blood pressure, or high cholesterol, or if you are pregnant, nursing, or taking medications.
If migraines are disrupting your life, tell your doctor and target your total migraine with Imitrex.
Ooh, can Mommy have a nugget?
Nope.
Come on, just one nugget.
Nope.
Please?
Nope.
Wendy's 99-cent crispy chicken nuggets.
Come on, share.
They're just too good to give up.
Thank you.
Look what she's using to clean that window.
Windex?
Yeah, but he's got that streaky stuff. No, Windex even cleans what the streaky stuff leaves behind.
So, a bird could get hurt flying into a window like that?
For a streak-free shine every time, Windex is best on glass.
Hit the road in Huggies Ultra Trim diapers, lined with a pure and gentle lotion that helps protect against wetness, like water rolls off a car. For skin that looks good and healthy, Huggies keeps skin drier than any other diaper.
She's my little scoop.
Brain damage. Heart damage. Death. Some of the most dangerous drugs aren't on the street. They're under your sink. Protect your kids. Tell them never to sniff inhalants. Because just one time can kill. Set rules. Be firm. They'll listen.
Last week, Survivor and CSI swept the nation and beat the competition. Thursday, the castaways face temptation on television's #1 show. Then is the episode of CSI that will blow you away.
Drop it! It's active!
Don't miss all new episodes of TV's breakout hits, Survivor and CSI, CBS Thursday.
Let's see.
Thanks for coming down.
It's not like I had many options, Lieutenant.
Guess not. I got a couple of questions I'd like to ask you.
Where were you on the night of January 26th?
I'm not really sure. It's hard to recall. 26.
26.
You know, I got a lot on my plate right now. My family with my dad's fun and games and all the cops breathing down my back. Just, not really sure. It's hard for me to tell.
Yeah, I guess it would be hard for you to tell with all that going on. So I'll give you a minute to think about it.
Where were you on the night of January 26th?
I was at the movies, I think. Yeah, the movies, 26th.
The movies? That's the best you can come up with, the movies?
You got me.
I guess I do. Take him.
What? Am I under arrest for something?
No, I just thought I'd give you a few minutes to come up with a better answer.
This way.
Bryant,
What is going on? What are you guys doing here? What's up?
your toast. He knows all about Skokie.
He knows everything.
Oh, well, you're the guy with all the answers, Bryant. What do we do now?
Well, I hope for both our sakes you've called to tell me you found Mayo Lynn. No sightings? No rumors? I don't care what it takes. If that woman has found my money and she thinks she's going to steal it, she's going to regret the day she met me. All right, you find her.
It is about time. Do you have any idea what I've been dealing with? Emily Stewart is on to us. And if someone doesn't make that harpy happy really fast, she is threatening to publish everything. Is that what you want? When Montgomery finds out his money is on the hoof, we are dead. Now look, you got me into this insanity. You find some way to get rid of this four-legged fortune before it costs us everything.
Remember who you work for, Coleman. I call the shots.
All I am trying to say...
I know what you're trying to say. Don't you know how dangerous it is for a man who knows too much to lose his nerve?
Once hockey hits the fan, it won't be evenly distributed. That much I know.
You disappoint me, Coleman. You know, Phillips assured me you were dependable.
He asked me to do him a favor. That was all it was. I appropriated the horse show footage for him.
Yes. For a handsome fee, might I remind you.
I am never going to live that one down, am I?
Stop worrying, Henry. Nothing is going to happen because we're not going to let it happen. Now, you're keeping a close eye on Montgomery, yes?
Yes.
Just for me, just as I asked. And just so you have a piece of the action.
I did not sign on for a jail term.
Well, sometimes we get a bit more than we bargained for. But don't fool yourself, Henry. You know you love the excitement.
Yeah. I love my freedom and my life a whole lot more.
Look, Montgomery doesn't know I'm in the country, and the horse's new owner is ready to take possession.
What do we do next?
Wait for the perfect moment and appropriate the horse from the Snyder farm.
Simple as that?
Yes. Simple as that.
What are you doing here, Rose?
Besides having a heart attack? Is that a pitchfork in your hand, or are you just happy to see me?
I'm sorry.
That's all right. My pop always said I should have a bell around my neck so people could hear me coming.
You okay?
Oh, yeah. What a rush, huh?
Yeah, you can say
My
that.
heart hasn't beaten like this since we can talk about that, can't we? I mean, it's just the two of us here now, right?
Yeah, we can talk about it. As long as it's just two of us. So, Brings you out here.
I had a few hours to kill, so...
Didn't Jack tell you that it could get dangerous out here? It's not a good idea for you to be out here.
I'll survive.
It's just the wind.
I know. So, what do we do now? About the horse, I mean.
Of course. We wait.
Wait. Well, you know, I could think of a million things that we could do while we wait.
Look! All new, ready-to-bake cookies from Pillsbury. Cookie-shaped dough you simply place and bake. There's never been an easier way to bake warm, gooey chocolate chip cookies.
Is it a one-stress day or a 9? Get new Arm & Hammer with the deodorizing power of baking soda. Without baking soda, see odor. But Arm & Hammer eliminates the stress odor others can't. A 10-stress day? New Arm & Hammer.
I have asthma. I also have a family. And carpool. And play dates. And 24 kids. Look, I might have asthma, but I also have a life.
Singulair helps you control your asthma. Singulair is different from many daily inhaled controllers. It's not a steroid, and it's a once-a-day tablet that can help control asthma for a full 24 hours. It also